Hello and welcome to Angry Andy Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing yet another unboxing of a Black Series 6-inch Star Wars figure, and it is the Luke and Yoda Jedi Training Deluxe figure from Hasbro as part of the Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary collection. So like I said, this is a deluxe figure. It is not part of the main numbered series, but it is highly sought after at the moment purely because of the Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary year, and because it is a deluxe figure as well. So you do get Luke and Yoda in the pack, as you can see right there. Just try and limit the screen glare. There we go. So this is obviously when Luke is training on Dagobah. So let's just give the blurb a bit of a read. So yeah, Luke Skywalker and Yoda Jedi Training, commemorate the 40th anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back with Luke Skywalker and Yoda figures. Pretty sure there's supposed to be a "the" in there, but never mind. At the urging of Obi-Wan, Yoda agreed to instruct Luke, developing his Jedi abilities. Lovely. So there we have it. There is the box. It's a pretty decent box. I have made the conscious decision, I've said this a couple of times on other videos I've done with the Baby Yoda and the Heavy Infantry Mandalorian. I've made the decision to unbox these figures whenever I get them. I don't collect them all. I'm not going to be collecting them all because there's far too many, really, to be fair. I only collect the ones that, suit me, suit my preferences and characters that I like, films that I like. So yeah, I'll only be collecting those, and I will be unboxing them. The boxes are quite, quite bulky, especially when you've got limited space like I do. I mean, you can see my Revan one over there. It takes up pretty much an entire section of a shelf in box. So I'm going to start unboxing them so I can display them a bit more easier. And they are also changing the box details. You may have seen on like Twitter or whatever. Yakface on Twitter has been showcasing a lot of the changes they're doing. So the boxes will be changing from the black and red to feature more like a mural kind of thing on the side with the character. I suppose that's something for collectors for display purposes, but for me, I won't be doing that purely because limited space. So enough of that nonsense. Let's get this opened and have a look, shall we? So careful with knives, boys and girls, however you're opening this. There we go. Alright, I'm going to be making a bit of noise, so just bear with me. Just get this out. There we go. There's nothing else in the box apart from a bit of safety info. There are small parts. It says 4+ on the box. There are small parts in this. So yeah, oh, there we go. Oh, his hand fell out. That's interesting. Oh, there we go. Dropping things already. Oh, that is becoming a common feature of my videos. I seem to drop something every single episode. Yeah, his hand fell out then. So yeah, be careful of that. There are a lot of small parts in here. So there, as we can see, we've got Luke and Yoda. We have the backpack. We also have another head for Yoda and another pair of hands for Luke as well. I'll show you them in a bit more detail in a moment. But yeah, you got his DL-44 blaster, you got Yoda's walking stick, and Luke's lightsaber. So bear with me while I get all these out. There we go. So yeah, a lot of these Black Series figures, kind of got delayed, I think, with the health crisis, and they do seem to be coming out in force at the minute. There's a lot of the waiting list for them is sort of like slowed down completely. Everything is now coming out en masse. So if you have pre-ordered stuff, if you are looking to pre-order stuff, get it ordered. It will be coming pretty soon, I'm sure. And like I said, there are pages on Twitter that you can follow for more information. I do follow Yakface on Twitter, and I tend to get all my information from him. But there we go. Empty plastic, always recycle. So we'll start with Luke. So there we go. Here he is. There's our Luke Skywalker in his Dagobah get-up. Please focus. Are you gonna focus at all? Let's try again. Come on, focus in. It's not going to focus for the minute. But anyway, let's just talk about the hair. So the hair I've noticed this immediately. The hair is really well detailed. Really well detailed. In fact, the detailing in general is pretty great. The detailing has improved a lot on these figures from what I remember seeing a few years ago. Like I said, I've only started collecting these recently because they have gone to sort of like a more photorealistic design with the faces and whatever. It's still not focusing. That's a damn shame. Oh, there we go. There we are. So if you can see there's a pretty decent detailing on that. Forgive my hands, my callous hands. It's terrible. But there you have it. And the detailing on his get-up is, you know, pretty decent as well. There are loads of points of articulation on this figure. A lot. So obviously head turns, which is great. There's a bit of torso movement there. Upper body, legs turn. There must be about 6 or 7, probably more points of articulation on this figure. That's really good. Really like that. Very simple, but highly effective. Let's see if I can get him standing up. It's kind of listing. You're listing a little bit to the left, aren't you? But never mind. Right, rather. Yeah, listing to the right. I do have a bit of a problem with trying to pose these figures. It's become a common thing, you know. Had a lot of problems with the heavy infantry Mandalorian. So I've seen, I think, promotional pictures whereby you can get him to stand up, like in a handstand pose, like he does in the film. In fact, this is what this hand here is for. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, that hand that's in front of my hand, that is used to put him in a handstand pose. Now, I'm terrible at trying to get these figures into poses. I've realised that. But I did manage to get the heavy infantry Mandalorian. I'll just show you. Where has he gone? Oh, he fell off. I managed to get him in his pose from the promotional footage, from the promotional pictures. So it can be done. It's not just Hasbro doing it to try and spice things up. It can be done. You can pose them properly. But I will have to try and handstand pose a bit later on. Probably not in this video though. But here we are. Here's Yoda. Let's see if we can get him focused in. Focus in, Yoda, come on. I do need a better camera. That's one thing I've discovered doing these videos. I do need a better camera. But yes, so the detailing on Yoda is pretty excellent. He's got his little garb and everything. You can change the head as well, which is interesting. So the detail on the back of his head is pretty awesome. Let's see if it can finally focus in. Come on. Not gonna have it, I don't think. No, but never mind. You can see little bits of detail there. But yes, this is a pretty decent figure as well. There's no holes in the bottom to stand him up, so it's going to be a bit tricky to stand him up, I reckon. Oh no, he actually stands up pretty easily. Oh, there we go. That's alright. So there we have it. Like I said, there is another head as well. So I think it's got his eyes shut there. You can recreate. Oh, that one focuses in. Excellent. You can recreate that sequence, I think, when Yoda is trying to lift the X-Wing. If you do have like an X-Wing model or something like that, you could probably try and recreate that. And we have obviously... Oh! Every episode. There we go. We do have the backpack that he sits in. So you can recreate shots from the film. See, during the training, we have Luke's lightsaber right there. There we are. Nothing particularly special about that, but the detailing on that is pretty, it's pretty good, to be fair. I remember when I used to get them, like all these old toys, back in like 1991, and the detailing was always crap. But here, the detailing is pretty swish on that, to be fair. Obviously you got the DL-44 blaster. Fair amount of detailing on that as well, to be quite fair. Yeah, not bad, not bad. So, I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to try and get Yoda to sit in the backpack. Now, this could go horribly wrong. Or it could go horribly right. Let's try it, shall we? So, how am I going to get this over? Let's try. Let's try and squeeze this in. This is going to go really bad, I could tell. I'm not even sure how you'd get this in. Ugh. Oh no, you can. Yeah, pretty easily, to be fair. let's just get the arm in first. Let's do this properly. I told you I'm terrible at these. Told you I'm absolutely terrible at these. Trying to get these into a decent sort of setup. It's just terrible. So it does come apart. There's like a little latch thing that you can take off, so you can get him to sit in, get it over Luke's arms if you like, and then get him to sit in. But then getting that little latch thing back in is easier said than done. There we go. I think that's alright. I think that's in there now. Yeah, there we go. I think I got lucky there. It looks so weird. It looks so weird, but it's pretty cool. There we are. Not quite as clean cut as in the promotional pictures, but it is in there. It is in there. You can have a lot of fun with this, I can guarantee you, if you can get it all set up perfectly. But there we have it. There is the Luke&Yoda Jedi training figure set up just like in the movie. But obviously, like I said, you can put them in all different poses. You can, you know, change the hands and everything. So you can have a good play around with this. You can try and find, you know, all different poses that you want to put them in, if you can get the lightsaber in. So yeah, there we go. That's what I like about these figures. There are so many different options, you know, for collectors, for, you know, people who just like to play with these kind of toys. I feel like the points of articulation on these, you know, compared to what I used to have when I was a kid, are, you know, far superior. Much more interesting, you know, so many more options. And that's the main thing. I think that's the best thing about them for collectors and for, you know, young fans alike. The options are pretty much endless, you know, to recreate stuff. So there you have it. There is the Luke&Yoda Jedi training. So yeah, like I said, you have all these little extra bits and pieces. Like I said, you got the bag there, which you can take apart, so you can put Yoda in the backpack, and little other bits and pieces as well. So there you have it. A very windy demonstration of a video there, but you know, this is, I'm not a professional. I'm not somebody who, you know, is very much skilled in displaying figures and whatever. I just like to have a bit of a fun time with them. So there you have it. Luke&Yoda Jedi training from The Empire Strikes Back as part of the Hasbro Black Series 6-inch figure line. So what we're going to do from here on in, like I said, I do have a few more pre-orders, you know, that hopefully will be fulfilled sooner rather than later, but you know, release dates are changing all the time, so who knows what is going to happen. As for my main sort of like movie reviews, obviously films are still being pushed back. I am literally just waiting for films to come on video on demand, and like Netflix, Amazon, all that. And when they do, then I will review certain things. But of course, if you find anything, if you see anything that you'd like me to review, a movie, you know, let me know and I'll give it a watch. I'll give it a review. I'll give it a rundown. No matter how bad it is, I specialise in terrible movies. So hit me up with anything you've seen that you'd like me to review, and I will attempt to review it. I've had a few people make a few requests. I'm still yet to catch up on them, but obviously with the current situation, now might be the time to get them watched and get them reviewed. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this terrible display of demonstrational work, of posing. Luke says thanks and Yoda doesn't care. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Bye bye.